Welcome back, everybody. Caitlin here again for the Haldimand Holiday Virtual Programming. Today we're going to do a fun craft that's good for all ages. So let's get started. What we're going to do today are make these fun Christmas tree pasta cards. So we can either make a card or you can paint the pasta noodles and make little ornaments as well. So here I put it on some cardstock to make a card, but you could also cut this out and put a little loop on top and hang it on the tree. As you can see here, I used all different kinds of pasta noodles. This one we also used some rice, so we've got a little decorations there. So what we're gonna need is obviously some pasta noodles, different kinds and sizes is really good. I like the little bow tie ones to use for a star on top, but you can use anything you have lying around the house. And like I said, I also used rice. It's a little bit harder to paint, but better for the older children to work with because then they can decorate their tree even more. We're gonna need some paint as well, all different colors. And if you like, you can also use some glitter. When the pasta noodles are wet from the paint, you can add a little glitter and it should dry on pretty good. You might get a little bit of a mess with that, but it's gonna look really fun. Another trick I like to use for this is actually a paper or a plastic bag. So for mine, what I did was a plastic bag and I placed all my pasta noodles, a bunch of pasta noodles in each bag, and then put some paint in it and kind of rubbed it around. This makes it a little bit easier to paint the pasta noodle with less of a mess, and it's also more inclusive for our younger friends. Lastly, what we're gonna need is some paper. So you can use cardstock, you can use regular paper, or you can even use cardboard if you want to make an ornament or something a little bit more sturdy. Here we have all the supplies I used to make my Christmas tree cards. I've got some pasta, I've got my paint, and I've also got some cardstock ready to go. Once I got all my supplies, it was time to get started. So I placed my pasta noodles in these plastic bags with some paint. I mushed it around and then emptied them out onto this paper towel to dry. Once they were dry, it was time to glue them to a piece of paper. So here I took my paper and I folded it up into fourths. So I folded it in half and folded it in half again, just like that. I glued my pasta noodles on with hot glue gun, and this is what they looked like in the end. Thanks everybody for joining me today. If you'd like, you can take a picture of your craft and email it to us because we would love to see the finished products. Our email is programming@haldimandcounty.on.ca. Thank you so much, and we will see you again next week for some more holiday fun. Bye everyone.